All right, folks, let's start with Cora Henderson over at Pitt and Frank Attorneys, LLC. Bobby emailed us to say that she is already planning ahead for 2026 for a purchase and is a self-proclaimed researcher. She's digging deep, she says, but before she writes her first offer, hopefully with an agent, she wants to understand the rules of the game. What do, Cora, deadlines, due diligence periods, and inspection contingencies really mean, and how can missing one small date make or break a deal? Cora.
Well, hello, Bobby. And I love to hear that you're doing your research. That's so important. So regarding deadlines in a contract in general, let me just start by saying it depends on what the contract says regarding these deadlines. For instance, some provisions in some contracts will have time is of the essence. Time is of the essence would mean it's a drop dead date. So if you had an inspection deadline and the last day to do inspections was December 31st, then that means that is a drop dead date if they put time is of the essence. The Greater Louisville Association of Realtors contracts that most of our realtors here in our area utilize, that are board members, that does in fact have a time is of the essence for the inspection provision. Similarly, if it's a number of days, if it's 7 days to do your inspections, then on that seventh day, it would then trail off, right? So that is a drop dead date. Your inspections must be done during that time period. There is no grace period for that when there is time is of the essence. In some instances, in some provisions, when contracts don't have time is of the essence, there could be what the courts have deemed a quote unquote reasonable time thereafter to fulfill those obligations. That can sometimes even be extended if both parties are working towards a common goal in good faith. For instance, closing deadlines, things of that nature. So always be sure to read your contract and have your real estate professional let you know which provisions are time is of the essence and which are not. But again, generally speaking, and certainly as it relates to the GLAR contract, it does have time is of the essence on the inspections, meaning you must do those during that time period. What happens if you don't? Well, if you don't, unfortunately, unless there's some sort of a misrepresentation or other fact pattern that would give rise to an acquiescence for the seller to let you do additional inspections, that means you've lost your opportunity. Inspection provisions are so important because that's your due diligence. That's your time to do any and all inspections, whether you want to do and start with a home inspection. Maybe the home inspection reveals something you need to bring in some other specialized contractors on. Maybe you want to bring in an arborist to look at some trees. That's okay. Whatever that due diligence looks like, you want to do that within that due diligence period, i.e. your inspection timeline, so that you can be in compliance, but also as a research person, you'll want to be fully aware of any and all conditions of the property, anything to be concerned about, because oftentimes with that inspection contingency is that right to void. So you want to make sure that you are going in with your eyes wide open, that you've done all the inspections, that you have all the research, you have all the facts, and that way, if you want to ask for repairs, if you want to get out, or it's a blessed condition of the property and you want to move forward to closing, you can do so having done everything that you're allowed to and permitted under that provision.
And we want to point out also that you can ask for an extension if the deadline is not suiting what you need to get the inspections done, but it needs to be in writing, and you need to go through your agent and everyone sign off on it. Both buyer and seller have to agree to that extension.
We talk about the inspection period, but I think that Bob made the critical point that that's the inspection period. When it's over, it's not just the problem of coming and doing the inspection, it's all of the reports and the repair request lists are being submitted, right?
Right.
Sure. So that's that's an excellent point for you to unpack what that contingency requires of you. So for instance, it may not just be, hey, you're doing your inspections during this period, then you can digest that information and or ask for repairs or whatever that looks like. Oftentimes the contract inspection contingency may say that in addition to doing all your inspections within X time frame, you also have to decide whether you want to get out, stay in, or ask for repairs. So again, you have to read those provisions. And if you don't understand the parameters of those provisions, that's why it's so important to have a real estate professional.
Yeah, we've got questions coming on that in just a little bit. And I know Cora had a lot of information there to unpack. You can hear this again, this show, and see it. Go to LouisvilleAnswers.com, LouisvilleAnswers.com. You can replay this, see the actual show as well as hear it, and digest even more from what Cora said, because that was really well done.